Welcome to the game My Colony. Many of you are wondering how to start on the forest world. Well, here's how. As you can see, I have created a new world called Okami II. Once you click OK, you automatically start with atmosphere levels that are similar to those on Earth. So your colonists, unlike the other two worlds such as Lunar World and the Dead Planet, your colonists won't have spacesuits, as you can see. Now, your colonists have certain things that you can do. You can hire them. You can use stats. They tell you your stats, tell them what you have. You can hire them, but right now there's nowhere to hire. And you could, but right here, when you immediately start, the first thing you want to do is click this rover. You press harvest because you're going to need wood. There's different resources, wood being the most abundant on this map. As you can see on the side right here, there's different options. First, there's the fir trees that you just saw. Now there's wood hut, water well, potato patch, and charcoal hut. These are going to be very important. Once you start collecting wood, what I always do is build another rover as soon as you have 40 wood. Reason why I do this is simple. You're going to need that wood. These rovers are the only thing right now that would collect the wood for you. So you press the build option here, like this. Build rover. As you can see, forest rovers. Rovers can harvest wood as well as construct basic structures. Your first order of business is to feed your colonists so they don't die. Once you have enough wood, order one of your rovers to build a potato patch. The potato patch is right here with my mouse hovering it. It only costs 20 wood. I'm going to order this rover here to harvest as well. That way I can get double the wood. Now, potato patches do drain on your water. So next thing you'll have to build, which is costing a 50 wood, is a water well. I always build close to my lander. Other people, they like to segment different areas of the map. It's just my style to be close, but not too close. So I'm going to build it there. As you can see, the rovers have stopped harvesting, and now they would build. Now that I have basic food being made, my next order of business is water. Now, as you can see, after they have built, they go back to harvesting, which is one of the new updates, I believe. There are different things up here. This right here is electric power. Tells you how much power you do. Your lander generates only 3 power at the beginning. Keep that in mind. You're going to need that later. The next thing you're going to want to do is notice this. This is money. If you're under a charter or United Earth or any of the others, you would have to pay with the money that you earn from right here. Okay? Next is food. As you can see, now it's in the green. That means my food is rising. My water, on the other hand, is in the red because it's decreasing. As I'm under a charter, I just received a gift here, which is 3,000 water. I am still in the red though. That's because I have too much and it's decreasing. My wood is growing. I'm under 50, which means I can build a water well. Yes, I have water. but I'm going to need to build a water wheel anyway. So now that I have a water wheel built, that went into there, the yellow, which is very good. Now my wood is under red, because now I need to harvest more, which would be fine. That just costs more waiting. And right here's atmosphere. There are certain things that provide atmosphere. There's the wood hut that gives them a place to sleep, but right now my only colonists sleep in the lander. So I don't need to build a wood hut just yet. A charcoal hut would be my next order of business after I get a few more potato patches, to be honest. Potato patches and water wells, because once I get more colonists, I'm going to need definitely to provide food and water. Now, as you can see with population, unemployed 2. As since I don't have a job for my 2 colonists just yet, they are currently unemployed. As you can check on statuses, with always be checking your improvement rating, because if you don't check that and your improvement rating goes down, your colonists can protest. You do not want your colonists to die. Right here is my relations with my charter. Right now, trade is open and immigration is open. Independence costs. I'll get more to that later on another video. Healthcare, we'll get more to that later. As you can see, this tells charter code right here. If I ever wanted to make a charter, I would have to declare independence first. Again, another video for that. As I said with unemployment, as you can see, I cannot hire these people yet because they have no place to hire. So right now, they are wandering. In order for me to actually get more options to hire, I would have to have 300 wood. So in order to do that, no, I do not want premium. In order to do that, I would have to have a little bit more forest rovers, because I'm going to need some more wood. As you can see, forest rovers cost 40 wood, but the more you have means the more you can bring. Granted, though, they can also be a little bit of a downfall. If you put too much, then you're just wasting. A moderate 4 to 5 with a maximum of 6 rovers at the very beginning should be fine. These forest rovers have a very special trait. They can build fir trees, which then can be harvested for more wood. As you can see here with the different options, this returns you to your lander. So wherever you're on your screen, as you can see, if I press this, it returns you right to the center of the map. This checks for any idle rovers. This switches your screen, lets you know the different things. And research. As you can see here, there are many research options that you can have. A lot of these are good. I will explain more once I can get to the research part in this video. As you can see, my rovers are doing very well with the 3, but I'm going to build one more, because I do believe, in my opinion, that 4 rovers should be good. They would harvest wood for you, which then, my next order of business will get the charcoal hut. Now granted, this is not normally your map that beginners will start on. It even says in the title, Not for beginners, because this is the hard map. I like to go hardcore. If you guys want me to do an easy map for you beginners, let me know in the comments. I would gladly help out with any questions you guys have. So now as my wood is rising, I'm going to go to right here. Check statuses, and I go down to resources. As you can see here, there are different nets right here. My wood, as you can see, is now going up. My water somehow is going down, which means I need to build more water wells, which is going to be simple. My food, on the other hand, is fine, because I'm at the full capacity is going down. That's okay. Now that I can have the option of building more water wells, I'm going to do that. As I always tend to build in groups, I'm going to build water wells by the water wells, potato patches by the potato patches. Now, as you can see, as these rovers move, they harvest. Fir trees only carry around 15 wood each, and every time they pass by them and harvest them, they go down. As this now has only, they take 2 each time. Now when you click these, you do have the option of destroy, but I do strongly suggest never destroy them. Even if it's to make room for things, do not, because they're valuable resources. It might not look like a valuable resource because of how much they are, but there's some sources, such as right here, the aluminum, that is very, very valuable. As my wood is now at 59, I would like to take a moment to say that once I start producing charcoal, I'm going to get a few more options on this building. There are different things that can be done. Workers would have the same concept as vehicles, only for a different map called the Zolug Empire. I haven't done one of those yet. If you guys want me to do that, tell me so in the comments. There are different settings that you can do. Like farming gives you just a potato patch. Government, as you can see, has no options just yet. Same with the others. Since this is the beginning, there is only food options and resource options. And the housing option, of course. I stay under all buildings for now. This map has been... This game has been graciously made by the game developers such as Blarg and Patch Daddy. They help people in the forums with any questions they need. This game has an autosave feature. Do keep in mind, do not be switching screens when the autosave is on, because then it will be the same as leaving the game. You can also manually save your game as well. Now, as you can see, I now have 101 wood. And you can see what this estimate $282 thing is. If I had a building called the GBT, also known as the Galactic Board and Trade, I could be selling this wood. It's the same with water, same with food. Atmosphere is very important. In the other games, you don't have as much atmosphere in this. But in this game, you do. You start out with a lot.